Okay, so story time number 2. Now, for those of y'all that know me, y'all know I don't talk about my relationships. I don't talk about like any type of relationships as far as like what men and women need to be doing or whatnot. Because my relationships are not that great. And I'm the last person to be giving advice to anybody on any matters of the heart. But I wanted to go ahead and give you guys this story time of a relationship that I just ended. The reason why is because there were plenty of red flags that I should have seen a long time ago, and I just decided to ignore them. And this is what happens when you ignore those red flags. So I guess, I don't know, take this as a cautionary tale, I suppose. So let's rewind all the way back to when summer of 2022. At this point, I had just ended another, I don't even really want to call it a relationship. It was more of a situationship. So briefly on that, I was seeing this guy that I used to see back in high school. And like we had known each other for years, okay? Absolute years. And it turned out, super long story short, it turned out that he was not cheating on me, but cheating on his girlfriend, who was at the time 22. And at the time he was pushing 40, 39. Yeah. Not only, and that was enough for me to just be like, that's disgusting. That's really fucking gross. That was more than enough. But then she tells me she's pregnant by him. Oh no, girl. Let me get the fuck away from this. This is just a bunch of fucking nonsense. Let me run. Let me run, not walk, run from this whole thing. So, fast forward, I'm working as a groundskeeper at this one particular place. And my job assignment was ending. So, this guy that I'd had my eye on the whole time I was working there, I'm like, I'm just going to shoot my shot. So, I was like, yo, you have a girlfriend? He was like, nope, sure don't. I said, you don't do relationships? He was like, not like that. I was like, all right, cool. Well, neither do I, because I'm getting out of some bullshit right now, and I'm just trying to kick it. He was like, that's a bet. So we exchanged numbers, and there for a while, like, he would come over, like, every day, because he was still working for the company. So he would come over, like, every day, and we would sit, we'd talk about little shit that, small talk, nothing serious, nothing with any real basis, right? So, but he would never like make a move or anything. He'd text me and be like, hey, I'm on my way over. I just need a hug from you. Like that kind of cute shit. And I'm just like, I thought we was messing around. Like, why come we not messing around? I was very confused. And finally, I was just like, yeah, we finna do what we do. So there would be times like, like we do. I'm not going to get too graphic because I don't like doing that. But things were good. We'll say that. I'll say he was a very intuitive person. And you can just let your imagination fly there, buddy. So yeah. At some point, I don't even know what, it was months into it, he started doing this shit. I'm on my way over. All right, cool. What we finna do? Finna go here, blah, blah, blah. All right, cool. I get dressed. I'm ready. He never shows up. What? What the fuck is this? And it wasn't just one time. He would consistently do this. I'm on my way. Or, hey, we're going to make plans. I'm going to come over tomorrow. We finna do this. We finna do that. Blah, blah, blah. Woo. All right, cool. I get ready. Crickets. What the fuck? I'm like, it's not like I'm your bitch. You know what I mean? Like, if you're seeing somebody else, just say that. You know what I mean? Like, or don't tell me that you're on your way and then don't show up. What kind of fucking sociopath does that shit? It's really fucking annoying. All you gotta do is just say, hey, something came up. Can't make it. My bad. That's it. That's literally it. I'm not asking for you to marry me. I'm not even asking for an explanation. You know what I'm saying? If it's some personal shit, hey, some personal shit came up. I'm sorry, I gotta cancel. We gotta reschedule. I would have been way more understanding of that. And I told him this. Like, I would be more understanding if you just tell me, yo, I gotta cancel. But he would never do that. So I'm like, and I remember this one time, long ass time ago, this one dude would used to do that to me all the time. Years later, we ran into each other. I asked him, like, what was that weird shit? And he was like, I didn't want to disappoint you. Like, I didn't want to hear it, you know? Like, yeah, I'm going to have to cancel or whatever, but then I'm going to have to hear the disappointment in your voice. And I'm like, so you would much rather me yell and cuss you out than to hear the disappointment and, nigga, that don't even make no sense, but all right, whatever. So I'm thinking that that's what's going on here. Like, and I'm telling him, yo, I'm not going to get mad. I'm not your girl. I'm not going to get mad. Like the previous situation, that was from somebody that I was claiming. I don't claim you, nigga. You don't have to fucking lie to kick it. You know what I mean? It's fucking weird. So I'm like, all right, whatever. And at this point, I didn't really care because, again, we was just messing around. That was it. It wasn't even a situationship. You know what I mean? He would always come to my house. I had never been to his house until earlier this year. First time I ever been to his house. Going on 2 years now. So, okay, fast forward. He keeps doing this dumb shit. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. When we're on, it's great. It's wonderful. Good morning text and good night, sweetie, and how's your day, love, and all of that shit, right? When we good, we good. So naturally, you fucking around with somebody for more than a year, you're gonna feel something at some point for them. You know what I mean? Like, it's beyond just fucking around at this point. So I was like, listen, we're gonna have to cut it because I'm catching feelings and we're not doing that. He was like, no, we're not gonna stop. And I'm just sitting here thinking, okay, maybe he's feeling the same way. Maybe he can't express that right now. So I'm gonna be patient. I'm gonna wait because honestly, like, from what little I did know about him, and I didn't start expressing my feelings until after I went to his house for the first time. And then the second time. But we're not gonna go there. I didn't express my feelings until like this year. So I'm like, yo, we gotta cut it because I'm catching feelings. He's like, no, we're not gonna stop. And I'm sitting here thinking, okay, well, he's gonna catch on at some point. But no, just kidding, because he never did. So once again, if I put this up on YouTube, y'all can go to the channel. And I'll post I'll post some screenshots of some of our conversations. And it's really fucking cringe to do. I know I just got done talking about Gerard Carmichael and about how he's talking about way too much of his personal life for everybody putting that shit out there. But again, I feel like this is a type of situation in which, you know, if you don't know when you getting played with, then yeah, these are some red flags. These are some red flags, okay? So, and it's so funny because it's like every single time I'm like, I'm done with you niggas, another nigga pop up, and I think they're gonna do better, and they don't. They don't. Not at all. So, if you're watching on YouTube, as you can see, this has ended with me saying, all right, like, we done. That's it. It's no more. That's it. And it's sad. And it fucking sucks. Okay? It really fucking does. Because, like, I'm not gonna go so far as to say I love this man. I did tell him that. Because in that moment, I don't feel like... Okay. I feel like love is an emotion, and I'm not going to promise you that I'm going to be in a perpetual state of emotion for you. Okay? I didn't give birth to you. You didn't give birth to me. I'm sorry, but I can't have that allegiance. I don't see how that can even be a thing. You know, an unconditional love to something that I'm not even kin to. But, okay. Okay. But in that moment, I was feeling love for this man. Now, I really kind of wish that the English language was a little bit more diverse, because there's plenty of other languages. Like in German, there are so many different words for the word love. Like a love between a child and a parent is one word. A love between, two spouses, that's another type of love. A love that you have for your friend, your best friend, that's another type of love. You know what I mean? So I really feel, I really wish that our language was more diverse, so that way we can communicate to people, so that way whenever we tell people, hey, I love you, they don't freak the fuck out. But anyways, I digress. So, yeah, I did express how I felt to him, and his response, if I can find that text message, I'll put that up here too, but his response was, no, you don't. And it's like, really? You're just, really? You don't got no kind of feelings for me at all. For real. For real? 2 years? You drove in a fucking snowstorm to pick me up to take me to your home. You did that for pussy? Really? Really? You didn't do that because you didn't like me just a little bit? Let me tell you something. It took over an hour and a half for him to get to me and get back. You think any nigga is doing that for pussy and that's it? Alright, well, anyhow, fast forward. At this point, like, for like the last couple of months, I've been feeling like, you're playing with me at this point. And I'm trying to give you grace, because I don't think anybody has ever really loved you like that. Like, and I don't mean that as like, ooh, you ain't ever had no mama or nothing like that. But ain't nobody loved you the way that you need to be loved. When I went to his house was a fucking mess. It was very clear. Ain't no bitch coming over. Ain't no bitch living here. None of that. And I took time to clean up his home. Organize some of his papers. Shit like that. Whatever. I'm not saying we gotta have like an official, like whatever. But give me something to go on. I can't just be fucking you for the rest of my life. And then you gonna get mad when you find out that you're not the only one I'm sleeping with. Because when I go and have my fun with somebody else because you refuse to come to me, and you refuse to solidify any plans for me to come to you, and you sitting up here telling me you don't even like me like that, okay, cool. I'm gonna find somebody that do. Oh, now you mad, nigga? What the fuck? What do you want from me, dude? What do you want from me? I can't give you what you need anymore. Because all you need is just sex. And if that's all you need, go get a toy off of Amazon. Like, it's really not even that hard. Why are you playing with me and my emotions? I'm sitting up here telling you that I've got feelings for you, and you're telling me, no, we just fucking, that's it. Huh? What? How fucking trash. That's just, what a trash thing to do to somebody. And it's like, so okay, so now I understand how you were able to not really give a shit about the plans that we made. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you really don't care about me. Like, at all. You really don't. And it's like, to a degree he does, because who the fuck is driving an hour and a half for some kitty cat? This is really fucking dumb. It's really fucking dumb. To stay the night at your house, to sleep in your bed with you, to wake up to you in the morning? Nigga. Alright, you felt something at some point for me. I don't know when the fuck that changed, but whatever. It is what it is. He been denying this shit the whole fucking time, but it's whatever. So, at this point, after the last text message that I sent, I went ahead and blocked them. Like, and what's funny is that I be blocking this nigga all the time, okay? I be blocking him all the time. He be pissing me off, and then I'll block him for about a week, and then I'll unblock him, and then act like nothing happened. But that's because, like, I was so infatuated with him and the idea of who I thought he could be. That's not him. And I'm not making this to trash this dude. Okay? We straight up said from Jump Street that we just messing around. That's it. Like, he didn't want no relationship. I damn sure didn't want no relationship. I didn't want to hop into anything after just getting out of something traumatic, something triggering. Because for those of you that don't know, my ex did the exact same fucking thing to me. So, no, I didn't want to jump into anything. But this guy, he doesn't drink. He doesn't do drugs. He goes to work, he takes care of his kids, and he goes home and goes to bed. That's it. He's not outside. He's a homebody. He minds his business and plays video games. Like, legit, that is hard as fuck to find. You could find qualities like that in a dude, but then he a crackhead. Or he got 18 baby mamas. Now, this dude, he does got baby mamas, but still, like, he's on good terms with them. He never badmouths them. And that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be with somebody that is not on good terms with their baby mamas. And yeah, true enough, he very well could be fucking them. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't fucking know. But at the same time, you fucking your baby moms, what are you doing with me? Why are you bothering me? Go be with your fucking family, dude. You sitting up here, like, willingly putting your kids through broken fucking homes. You could, if you still fucking on her, just be with her. Because at this point, you're not only playing with me, you're playing with her too. So, it's just, but then again, I don't really know, because we never had that conversation. I don't know nothing about his baby mamas. He never badmouthed them, but he never talked about them at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, never really talked about too awful much of anything, which is cool, because I'm cool in silence. I'm all right in silence. And we would sit there in silence together all the time. And it was comfortable. I don't like doing that with somebody else because it's weird and it can be awkward. But with him, it just felt like natural, you know? And y'all are probably listening to this like, girl, you still in love with him. Feelings don't just go away. You know what I'm saying? That's why I blocked him. That's why I can't be around him no more. Because all he wants is something physical, or at least that's what he say. All he wants is something physical. I can't just turn my feelings off. I don't know what sociopath can do that. Like, only a sociopath can do that. I'm not a sociopath. I can't just turn my feelings off for you. You just, like, fuck my feelings? Fuck how I feel? Nigga, burn in hell. No, I'm not gonna say that. Because it's like, the only reason why anybody would do some shit like this is because they've been hurt. They've been hurt bad. Real fucking bad. And it's like, yeah, I did something too. And I'm not going to say what it was because it's a big graphic. But I did something. And that probably ruined whatever chance we could have had. But at the same time, I don't regret it. One, you've been dragging your feet for a long ass time. Two, you've been playing with me for a long ass time. And three, I'm gonna send you this because I want you to leave me alone. Yeah, I'm in love with you, but you said that you didn't even say how you felt about me. You just completely disregarded my feelings. And you're still playing with me. So now I'm going to do something that we may not be able to come back from. So I did it. I did it with the expressed intent for him to just be like, oh, nah, fuck you, bitch. And just be done. Just be done. Just be fucking done. You know what I mean? Because if you call it off, I'm not going to bother you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am the queen of ghosting. You will never see me again. All you got to do is just be like, listen, I'm not on that. And seeing as how you are, we should probably just call it quits. Why are you niggas so scared to just be like, hey, I'm not feeling the same way anymore, and instead of fucking up my feelings and fucking with your feelings, maybe we should just stop. Or at least take a break. Figure some shit out. But no, you niggas is scared as fuck to say anything, to fucking speak to a bitch. And that's why you niggas is gonna die lonely. Okay, let me stop. Because I'm being ugly right now, and I'm not. I really don't want to be. I'm hurt. Okay, I'm hurt. But that doesn't give me any reason to say that somebody gonna die alone and wish for somebody to burn in hell. That's ugly. And I don't wish for him to burn in hell. I don't. I hope that eventually one day he will let somebody the fuck in. Okay? He'll be able to love someone enough to where that hurt just completely bypasses every fucking thing. That's what I want for him. Don't gotta be with me. It's not gonna be with me. I know it's not gonna be with me. I feel like the shit that he pulled was entirely way too feminine for me. And I'm not attracted to women. I'm not. And when you present incredibly feminine characteristics, I can't feel like that for you no more. Like, cause at that point you can't be my nigga. You gonna be my bitch. And I'm not a lesbian. So I don't have anything for you at this point. And when I say feminine characteristics, I don't mean things like crying or being able to express your feelings and emotions. That's not what I'm talking about. That's being a healthy, balanced adult. I'm talking about, well, I'm gonna throw this rock and hide my hand. That's some bitch shit, nigga. That is some bitch shit. You can't fucking tell me, hey, I'm finna take a nap, so I'm gonna go to bed, right? I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm sorry. I really wanted to come out and see you, but it is what it is. You live too far. And what's fucking wild is it would be nights that it would be clear as fucking day. You can get to me in 45 minutes. Easy. But you gonna drive in a snowstorm to pick me. Alright, nigga. I don't even want to try and decipher any of this shit anymore. I tried to read between the lines and, well, maybe if I do things this way, then, or maybe if I talk to him real nice like this, no, there's nothing that you can do to make a nigga want to do what you want to do. If he don't want to do it, he's not finna do it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting up here like really trying to plan out, like map. I'm a planner. I don't like going in the dark with things. I like to know exactly where I'm putting my foot before I take a step. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to see the whole fucking path. So I have goals for this year. I have goals for the next 5 years. I got goals for the next 10 years. This nigga was in my 2-year goal. He was involved in it. And what I mean by that, I know it sounds like super cryptic. I'm not trying to be like vague or whatever, but like, okay, obviously this nigga ain't never been loved before. So not properly, you know what I mean? So like recording some acts of kindness, not necessarily bringing him on to my YouTube channel or anything like that, but just like me being able to set things up and, okay, this is what I'm doing for my nigga today, cute little couple shit like that. I wouldn't put his face on nothing, because some of you bitches is crazy and weird, but he was going to be incorporated into what I was planning on doing with my content this year. That's gone down the drain. And at this point, like, I legit can't even feel this way for anybody anymore. Like, I never really thought that I would feel this way about somebody again, especially after my ex, but I did. Like, I tripped and I fell into some feelings, y'all. I fell. I'm getting back up and dust myself off. Get back out there. And when I say back out there, I don't mean like dating. Like, that's a wrap. It's done. It's done. It's over with. Like, he wasn't the only dude that I was seeing. And none of these niggas is half of what he is. You know what I mean? And like, there's other dudes, but they're either too young, too immature. I'm not trying to teach nobody nothing. Like, already come put together. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you got to have all of the everythings, but at least be emotionally stable enough to come at me and explain to me, hey, I know that you're falling in love with me, but this ain't that. So let's talk this through, because I'm trying to get back to fucking. Be a man. Just fucking say what it is that you need. That's it. But these niggas is running around here acting like bitches, and I don't know what to do about it. I really don't. It's so funny to me how there'll be these men that'll get on their little podcasts and shit and talk about women and what women are doing wrong and what women need to do and what women need to change. Go get your brother. Go do that. Go tell him that he's acting like a whole ass bitch. And when I say a bitch, I don't mean like, he acting like a bitch. Your brother is acting like a female right now. He's acting like a whole female. Go get him. Okay? Don't worry about us. Go get him. Because he's the one that's turning all of us into jaded, irritated, pissed off women. That's what's going on. Okay? I don't know who the fuck hurt him. You go ask him. You figure it out. You help him find the love of his life. Okay, it's not going to be me. It's not going to be me. I'm not attracted to women. I'm just not. And he's too feminine. So it is what it is. But I guess, when the biggest red flag, I guess this is the takeaway from all of this. The biggest red flag is when a nigga can't tell you how he fucking feels. Not necessarily about you, but just about anything. Because that was another thing that I noticed too. Like, I started thinking, like, is he on the spectrum? I'm not trying to be ugly. I'm really not. I'm not trying to be ugly. I'm not trying to be funny either. But like, when you are so good at ignoring your emotions, it almost seems as though you're neurodivergent. I'm not trying to be ugly. I'm not trying to be ugly. I'm really not. I'm really fucking not. But you seem real neurodivergent at this point. I don't think that's what it is, though. He's just too feminine for me. As far as, I'm going to do what I want and fuck your feelings and fuck, let me take that back. It's not feminine. It's not feminine. It's childish. It's very childish. It's incredibly childish. And that'd be another thing that I don't fucking like. I have 3 boys by myself. Like, my oldest is going to be 17 this year. He's going to be 17 this year. When you're doing shit that I notice that he does, I dry up like a well. I dry up. I can't fuck with you. I can't fuck with you. That's what my kid does. You're acting like my child. I'm not a pedophile. So I don't have nothing for you. Perfect example. This one dude, he was moving, and I was like, I'm gonna spend as much time with you before you go. So I'm gonna come stay the night. He lived right around the corner from me, but I'm gonna come stay the night, and yeah, like we gonna chill. Cause after that, after leaving his place, I was gonna go somewhere else. Don't worry about where. I was gonna go somewhere else. So before I go anywhere, I always clean up my house. Do light deep cleaning. Light. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to wash the walls, but I'll wipe my baseboards down. I'll clean behind the oven and stuff. Like if I know I'm going to be gone for a minute, I'm going to clean. I don't want to come back to a nasty house. I don't want to have to come back and think, oh, I got to go clean behind the refrigerator. No, fuck all of that. I'm not doing that. So I clean before I leave. This dude was blowing me the fuck up. When you coming over, I'm trying to see you now. I'm like, bro, chill. Like, I got shit that I need to do. At that point, I said I needed to take some things to the dumpster. There was no offer. Well, hey, I'm gonna come help you so we can get this done quicker. No, you let me do all of that shit by myself? That's disgusting. That's gross. I don't like that. But okay, fine. Fuck it. Whatever. I come to your place. Nothing is packed. Nigga, your lease ends tomorrow. They got to do a walkthrough and some more shit. You don't have nothing packed. 2 suitcases and a few piles of electronics in the living room. That's it. Your air fryer's still out. Your blender's still out. Your dishes is still out. You got dishes in the sink. You ain't even wash. Your bathroom stuff is still put up. You still got your shower curtain up, bath mats and everything. You've done nothing. So I walk in and I'm looking around like, what? And I go to the kitchen. I'm like, whoa. Because I'm noticing he didn't pack nothing. And he goes, no. Don't go in there. Leave that alone. Nigga. That's what my son does when he doesn't want me to see he didn't clean his room. Are you fucking serious? That's what my son does when he doesn't want me to see he didn't clean his room. That's what he does. And that's what you're doing. That's number one. Number two, the whole time that you were blowing up my fucking phone, rushing me to come to your house, you could have been packing. You could have been packing. You could have been packing. All right. I can't. I'm sorry, but I don't have nothing for you at this point. That is so disgusting to me. You're acting like a child. That is so gross to me. That is so gross to me. I'm not saying you gotta have all of this money and the best cars and you gotta have 3-4 houses. I don't give a fuck about any of that. Nigga, I make my own fucking money. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're ambitious in your career, you know how to sit in silence. You're not out running the streets all the time. Sometimes that's cool. Sometimes I be in the streets. Okay? Sometimes. But all the time, not running out in the streets all the time. And you pay your own bills. You got your own money. You're not having to worry about nothing. Well, not nothing. But you're not having to worry about basic necessities. All of that, plus being able to express your emotions and be able to get your fucking shit together, like not blowing up my fucking phone when I'm cleaning up before I leave, but you're not even packed for moving? And people really be wondering, like, why do women act the way that they do? And especially black women. Why do you black bitches always gotta have an attitude? It's because of you niggas. That's why. That's why we gotta have an attitude. That's why. For 2 fucking years. 2 years. I sat on the sidelines. I fucking waited. I let this dude know. I let him know that I was having feelings for him like last year. Didn't tell him I loved him until this year. But I let him know what the deal was last year. And this was after he had done his disappearing act. And he was still coming around. You niggas need to get your shit together. How about that? Before you say anything about black women need to do this and black women need to do that, before you say any shit like that, make sure that your own fucking house is clean. Don't come at me and what do I bring to the table? Nigga, do you have a table? Do you have one? You don't? So don't ask me. Don't ask me. You want me to bring the table and put everything on it? Nah, fuck that. Come put together already, please. At least emotionally, please. I'm not trying to raise nobody else. I'm not having no more kids at all. And I'm not finna raise somebody else's son. I'm sorry, but if your mother didn't do a good enough job, go back to her and ask her to do it again or something. But y'all need mamas. Y'all don't need girlfriends. Y'all don't need fuck buddies. Y'all don't need situationships. Y'all need a mom. And I ain't her. So, with that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this.